Hi, my name's Patricia Wenzel Addis, and I'd like to speak about a painting by Thomas Gainsborough. It's a full-length portrait entitled Mrs. George Drummond, and it's the only full-length portrait in Canada by Gainsborough. It was painted as a pair that was commissioned to celebrate the upcoming marriage of then Martha Harley to George Drummond on November the 30th, 1779. It was painted between 1779 and 1782. I chose this work because it's one of the first works that I had to prepare during my training to become a guide in 2001, and I was always attracted to it. Thomas Gainsborough was born in the south of England, in Suffolk, in 1727. His early training included working with French printmaker and engraver Hubert Gravelot, who introduced him to the work of Antoine Watteau and other European artists of the time. In 1759, he moved to the town of Bath in the southwest of England and worked there for almost 14 years, painting Britain's elite. In 1774, already well established as a portrait painter, he moved to London, where he caught the eye of King George III, who became one of his patrons. He became known for his exact likeness of his sitters and considered to be a brilliant and intuitive draftsman. He infused his art with an aristocratic elegance, gained from his early study of Flemish old masters such as Van Dyck and Rubens, and it was his love of landscape painting that informed his portraiture with a particular sensibility, as he often includes it. This is the case here with Mrs. George Drummond. His works were also often social statements. This landscape takes up a large portion of the canvas. We see her here standing before a pastoral landscape, which is probably in the grounds of her father's new estate at Berrington Hall, where the pair of portraits hung until 1951, where they were sold off at auction and separated. She's dressed in a fashionable clothing of the day, very much influenced by the French fashion at the time. This trend showed her with a gown with a low-cut décolletage, but here it is tamed using a fine silk scarf. The restrained but fluid brushstroke of the artist's late style helps to show off the richness of the white satin gown and the beauty of the almost impressionistic style landscape behind her. At this time in England, the Industrial Revolution was well underway, and the British silk factories were producing fabrics that equaled the ones from France. Thomas Gainsborough became one of Britain's most beloved and sought-after portrait painters, but his true love was always remained landscape painting.